We just finished setting up Cottage Garden, and I just really wanted to share with you these new cloches that have this beautiful wired beehive on it with a couple bees flying around. They're really interesting, and they come in two different sizes, and we did put one of our little vegetation in there, the orbs. It really looks interesting in there. But they're fun pieces for our bee garden. We introduced our bee garden last year and added to it, and this year we've got some great pieces to add to that to continue it. The bee is such an important character in all of our gardens today. And it's sort of a trending thing where people are decorating with a lot of bees. And last year in our garden, we introduced these high polished frogs, as you can see here. They came in 3 assorted ones. And this year, we've added so many more elements to our garden that are high polished and finished porcelain, as you can see in these 3 flowers with the birds and the butterfly on it. The colors and that high gloss continue down below on this other shelf, and we have 3 beautiful owls with those different shades of blue and green coming through, and a couple of beautiful little polished birds down here to set it off, and one simple little frog. The garden continues, and it's got a lot of surprises here too in Cottage Garden. The bees, as I said, were so good for us in the last couple of years. We added some new floral wall art to it, not wall art, not floral, but this is a natural framed artwork that has a sculpted bee and a dragonfly. You're going to see a lot of different frogs in Cottage Garden, and here we've introduced a new series of frogs, and they sort of have that rusty iron finish to it, but they all have crowns. They're all Prince Charming frogs. They're beautiful little detailed sculpts. Some are carrying little things and little treasures they picked up along the way in their garden. Down below, you're going to see some new textiles that just feature some beautiful embroidered daisies on there, and that soft white and yellow, which complement all this bee theme, and some new gray vases. These vases, this trio, is so interesting. I love the way the botanicals come through with that white on that deep gold, that deep gray color. It's a good contrast, but it's still so natural, and it fits beautiful in this garden. Bright colors help make this garden come alive too, and you're going to see it in a lot of different elements. And here's one for you with some new contemporary glass. That modern feeling needs to come through in today's market, because that's what people are looking for. These new modern shapes and these beautiful bright colors will host any little cluster of flowers that you'd like to put in. And this one also has a little butterfly. The bright colors are also seen in metal. This is a set of 2 vases, one in a bright lime green and the other one in this bold pink. They are metal. I don't recommend them for water, but they have that high gloss finish too, which helps complement everything. Some new characters were sculpted with unusual treatments on their body. We've got flowers and butterflies that come to life on the back of the turtle and this hedgehog. We introduced a series of pots a few years ago in this shape. It was in black and white and one in blue and white. This year we brought it into our garden and brought it alive with a lot of color, a lot of bold color and lime pink and that bold bright blue. I mentioned in some of the other looks that are in our collections that blue is popular. The vases down here in this bright cobalt blue with that bold white daisy blossom on there makes it fresh with a modern look. Wood carvings and wood sculptures are trending in every one of our collections. And in our garden, you're going to see some new sculpted pieces that look like they were carved wood art. And this set of bunnies with this lightly patinaed color on there that just makes that wood a little more richer. And what's a garden without a gnome? When I look through here, we brought in so many different gnomes in here. They're all fun. They have sort of that whimsical feeling to them, but they also have a natural element. They have like a wicker weave baskets for hats, or they've got like tree trunks for hats. A few of them are carrying blossoms of flowers, some with ladybugs, birds, and butterflies. You'll also see some new gnome pieces in metal with these new color combinations. They're softer colors, and I really like this guy. He's got this little butterfly hanging on his nose, and he is carrying a lantern that will hold a tea light. Are you looking for a decoration that's a little unusual this season? Well, we've come up with some new metal laser cut pieces. This is a series of 4 cutouts of gnomes, and they actually just stick right into the ground with the base down there. They're beautiful and they're very, very interesting. And behind them, you're going to see one of our new trellises. It's an arch trellis. It has a beautiful laser cut of a tree with some birds in it. We have this style, and it also comes in one other style. If you're looking for a garden stake that's a little different too, we've come up with these new tropical foliages, and they come in 2 different sizes. It is a set, and they're just very interesting, and I could see them going down a fence line or in anyone's garden of multiples of these. Beautiful accessory pieces, making your garden a little more special. Last year, we introduced some gnomes that were in these bright red and yellow colors, and they were fun, whimsical, some with umbrellas, some with carts. And we've paired them with some of our frogs this year, and we've introduced a new series of frogs, and I think they're just beautiful. They're tall and elongated, standing up straight, like they're king of the forest here. And that we have a couple other little items down here with that same finish. We have a little frog planter. We've added a little moss in there just to fill it in. And then this exceptional pair of birds, beautifully sculpted, lots of detail on their wings. Cottage Garden is all about botanicals, and we've introduced some really exceptional pieces this year. This mum is really awesome. It comes with 3 separate branches. You can cut it apart, use it individually or as a long stem. It comes in 4 different colors. Along with that, we have this new Queen Anne's lace that's in lavender, pink, and white. A little oversized, but they're beautiful. A new daisy bush that has all the pieces and the elements that go with it. Simple little item that you can just drop into a vase very easily. That comes in 4 different colors also. Bundles are also popular. So we've created some new bundles. This one has 3 hydrangeas in the bundle, comes in 3 different colors. And then we have a rose cluster down here, or bundle, and that also comes in 4 beautiful antique decorator colors. Cottage Garden has a natural side too, and natural, what I mean by that is that it's got a lot of natural wood elements to it, or wood looking elements. We have some new candle holders, new sculpted birds, trays, and bowls that all have that wood effect to it, or wood appeal, but it's all sculpted resin. And some fun new gnomes that are stacked with that wood coming through, that popular carved effect of wood that I told you about before, that technique, with a little whitewash on there just to give it a little more depth and a little bit more meaning. Some new birds that also have beautiful, intricate little flowers carved into them. The bunnies are an exceptional piece, along with some smaller gnomes and then some mushrooms. And the mushrooms over here, they have caps on them that almost look like rattan. The woven technique is very, very trendy right now. And you'll see it in a lot of different elements on containers here, as well as lots of baskets. We've introduced some new interesting pieces for your garden too. Some new garden hooks that are iron looking with a bird on it. Has a little hook here. You can drop a plant or something off it. Some new bells, and yes, they do ring, they do work. And this piece is really interesting to me. This is a bird feeder, or put a little water in there for your birds, but it's just this little thing that fits on the corner of your house. Comes, you just screw it right in, but it has a cutout 90-degree angle in there that fits perfect onto the side of, or the corner of your house, maybe the corner of a fence post. But this is very unique and very interesting. Cottage Garden also has that softer side too, as so did Florifauna, and all gardens come alive with so many different elements, and this one has a peaceful side to it too. And this is where we introduce many of our spiritual items, excuse me, or angels, and these we introduced last year. These girls at Christmas, that they look beautiful with all of our new pieces for Cottage Garden. The pieces I want to share with you are some of the hydrangeas in here. This topiary to me is exceptional. It's got the new berries of the new blossoms that are coming, the buds, along with the open blossoms. It's a beautiful piece, and a whitewashed container. Some other new pieces are like this. I think the detail on this and the actual pattern is very elegant, very upscale. It is a metal container, comes in 2 different sizes, along with a coordinating vase. Some smaller items in our garden you're going to see with that patina finish, and I love patina. And we have this little tray, will hold bird seeds or a little bit of water for your bird to stand on and take a drink, and a couple other little accessory birds just to decorate throughout your home or on your table outside. Some more containers in metal with this sculpted flowers are pounded in there. It's etched into there. A little bit of whitewash on them, giving us that antique feeling or that weathered feeling, but with more of a modern motif with the blossoms on there. This I wanted to show you too. This was that Queen Anne's lace that I shared with you on the wall. This is the large pink one. It's very attractive, and it does make a statement all by itself. And I have to share with you some of our new angels over here. We introduced some angels last year, but these this year are exceptional. I really love this whole series. There's middle-sized, small ones, larger ones, and then the trio in the back. They've got that almost look of putty or clay, but they're simple, but etched botanicals on their fronts of their gowns just bring them a lot to life and make them look exceptional. They're beautiful and very spiritual. As you're walking through Cottage Garden, don't forget to take the moment to stop and enjoy all the elements of the garden. Just like your garden at home, you have so many different things of beauty all around your home. So do that when you stop in our garden. There are pieces that are soft and elegant and spiritual. We have pieces that are natural. We have pieces that are whimsical with high gloss. No matter what you're looking for, Cottage Garden is your garden to grow.